Shalom. Today I want to address an issue. Does it matter what color Yeshua is? Does it matter who are the true Jews? Does it matter according to salvation? And before I answer that question, or before I chime in onto the issue of that topic, not saying that I'm the authority of anything, but just my thoughts on the matter according to the understanding that I have according to scripture and to information I've obtained, I will say that this is not a topic against the so-called white man. This is not a topic against any man. He said, because in the beginning, Abba Yah, through Yeshua, gave man the dominion over the earth. So he didn't say a white man, black man, yellow man, red man. He didn't say anything. He said he gave man. And there was only one man in the beginning, from my understanding. That was Adam. And he was given a helpmate named Eve. Now that man lost the dominion, he lost the image, and he lost the mind of Yah and Yeshua through the transgression of disobedience, sin. Now, from that aspect of salvation, it does not matter. As I was talking to a friend of mine, it does not matter, because through Yeshua, Yah made a way that neither Jew nor Greek has any heads up or has any more right to the tree of salvation than any other man according to Yeshua. Yeshua made it that way through faith. If we believe, that's called the body. But it does matter from one aspect. It matters because something called white supremacy, and once again, this is not against anyone. It's not against anyone based on color, creed, anything. It's against the evil of what white supremacy is. There is no such thing as a white man and a black man. The truth of the matter, from my understanding, white is basically a status. And through white supremacy, a certain people has taken dominance over the status from who I believe, and I've heard this from brother Taj Bey, I believe his name is, from the Moorish community, and he explained that a free white person, and he goes on to list it, and I'll talk about that at a later time, but all the people who were called free white persons, and in truth, the people that claimed white supremacy was not included on that list to be claimed, be known as white. So, it matters for that reason to destroy the lie of white supremacy. That's why it matters. It matters because they made it matter. You go and check history, I believe. The so-called black man or the so-called Negro, they have never had an issue with Christ being described as white or a white man. They loved him regardless. It only became an issue when white supremacy basically rose its evil head. So because of white supremacy and because of that lie and that untruth, that's why the color of Christ matters. Because it says salvation came and is of the Jews. Now, through my understanding, to make this video brief, I won't have to go into all the details, but the information that's out there, Jew comes from the word Judah. And they actually had a tribe of so-called Negroes who were in what they call Negro land in Africa, and based on the information and on the map, I believe it was 1774 or something like that, they actually had a location called Judah in this Negro land, and these people were, according to the information, shipped off into and brought to the Americas. And then this, and I'm gonna stop this because I don't want to go too long. The people that's spread out all over the lands, but specifically concerning us that's here in what they call America, or North America, it is said that based on certain documents and certain information that we are that tribe of Judah. And Christ himself even said, you know, there's certain people that's in a certain land right now who say they are Jews but are not, but are liars. You know, this is not me saying, this is Christ saying this. You know, so, and David himself, and they call Christ the son of David, which means that he came down the line of David. And then also David's great-great-grandmother, somewhere around that line, Ruth, was a Moabite, which is a so-called Negro. So if Christ and the Jews came down through a female named Ruth, who was a Negro, that makes them Negroes, so-called. So that's just my thought on the matter, and shalom. And I guess this is not about division, it's about truth, to break the lies. Shalom.